It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. In this video, we are going to discuss what I think's coming for Season 7, so make sure that like on the road to 8K. We've been doing good for that. But we need to discuss, though, what we think is coming for Season 7, because there's a lot of speculation and a lot of things that I'm still on the fence about, so I want to hear some of y'all opinions in the comment section. So let me know if you watch before or after. Let me know what you think might happen for Season 7. Because, you know, at first, some people think, like, oh my god, we're going to see, like, dark matters in the player market, stuff of that nature. At first, I thought that it will lock in for 100, but I'm starting to not lean that way. Because if you check 2KDB, I'll make it full screen for y'all. We just got our Tim Duncan 100 overall. He just got an updated jumper, which I think he's going to be really the only 100, because I think they're going to Invincibles, but I'll talk about it in a second. But that got Patty Mill base. He got Patty Mills with the best dribble 6. So, like, at first I was thinking that, but bro, okay. If they let Dark Matters be viable, I just thought in my head, like, okay, then what would the free content be? Because if they make Dark Matters, because I don't think they're gonna change that much of the concept. I mean, they haven't shown they're gonna change anything. Like last year, we got like spotlights. Last year, if you remember, we got like these spotlights for Bill Russell during the season eventually, but I don't think we're getting that year because there's only 2,000 cards, and if they gave us all these cards, if they gave us an all-time collection, which would be nice for collector level, it would be easy to complete it. So I don't think we're gonna get one this year. It just doesn't look like they're doing a spotlight sim at all this whole entire year. From the looks of it, it's not looking like it. But they just gave an 100 overall with Patty Mills base, the best base in the game. I was hoping that means we can log in Dark Matter, get a random 100. But man, I just thought to myself, like, how do you make a troll 100 overall? Like, you know, it's not really for real possible. So, you guys can make shorter point guards, really, but they have the best dribble 6. So the more I'm thinking of it, literally, is I don't think they're gonna put Dark Matters in the player market. I feel like it would just mess up the free content they do on Tuesday, because they haven't changed that. They want to do My Team promo pack. So I think it's gonna be the same exact way. Like, the odds are still going to suck. They're still going to be, like, impossible to pull, and I'm leaning towards the level 40 not even being 100 overall. Maybe, just maybe, they make the level 40 100 overall. Just maybe. But I feel like that's the best chance at one, but I don't think they're going to give us a 100 overall. I'm being for real. I hope I'm wrong on this. I don't think they will. I just don't think they will. But we can look at all the other things for this season. I have a notepad of what I think also come into packs, which you might as well go over this in the pack market. I think we're going to see Invincible Kobe Bryant to kick off the season. And that's going to make a lot of people mad, because I know I really haven't been like talking about, because I just don't want to be as negative with this game anymore, because, you know, as you know, it's been a frustrating My Team cycle all around. It's been a spit, dirt. I mean, they're doing it all to us. But it is what it is with it is what it is. So, but yeah, Kobe Bryant, I feel like he's dropping next week, because he's the perfect player to drop this week, like this upcoming week, because they're gonna be dropping all this other content, distract us away from Kobe Bryant, so then everyone's not just talking about Kobe Bryant. And I feel like this will be the perfect day. He hasn't dropped since February. He's their biggest name that can kick off a season, get hyped. They did it before with him with the Wild West. He kicked off the season with Shaquille O'Neal, which I think is a really real possibility. David Robinson, Richard Lewis. And based off what I'm finding, I think Nikola Jokic will get an 100 overall to kick off the season as well. I think Kobe will be the first Invincible, and I think we'll see Nikola Jokic, who they just gave us a locker code. He's going to be the first 100 overall point guard. Out of position. I don't think they're going to do an out of position set. Like, there was like some leak on Twitter about like some Scotty Barnes, but I still think Scotty Barnes will get a card, because he hasn't got a card in a minute. I do think he's going to get a Dark Matter, really. But I don't think he's going to be like anything out of position, though. I feel like that was just fake. I feel like point guard Jokic will be out of position, and he's going to be very, very good. I wouldn't be surprised if you all see a shooting guard, Rudy Gay. He hasn't had a card in a minute either, since March, 2 months ago. And he would be really decent as well. And then also, I think Karl Malone hasn't had a card in also a minute. Karl Malone could easily be the game mode rewards. if they want to make it a more known player, because I don't think they're going to make it a cheesy release like Glenn Rice, because that's what they're going to be trying to sell in their pack content. So there's zero chance 2K is giving us 2 players unless they play the same position with the best base in the game. I just don't see that happening back-to-back seasons. Carmelo would be interesting. Like, he easily can be the game mode reward and would make a lot of sense to be the game mode reward. But Willie, I have no idea. No idea. So that is like my personal thoughts. So let me know. Like, I don't think we're gonna lock in for 100 overalls. But next up on this list, we're gonna discuss the mode where I do things. Gonna be Roy Hibbert. Okay, like he's a random one, right? But Roy Hibbert is like Glenn Rice, random as heck. Hasn't had a card since January. Big body, 7'2", because people been asking for a center. So imagine a Roy Hibbert grind and maybe give him like PJ Tucker base instead of Brook Lopez. He will be a monster. He will be so good for a lot of people. So I'm liking Roy Hibbert to be it for level 40. And it's not before I said level 40. Not pack content, for the mode rewards. And let me not forget like Kevin Garnett. I feel like they're gonna drop a Kevin Garnett this season. Maybe it drops the start of the season. Like maybe they'll drop a Dark Matter Garnett, because like dude hasn't had any cards. Like you can't buy any. So I feel like it's time to give at least a Dark Matter of KG, because they're running out of names. So I feel like Kevin Garnett might be in the packs as well as a Dark Matter. Maybe so Invincible Kobe, Point Guard Jokic, and Dark Matter KG in the packs. Maybe he can't play small forward this time around, but that's my personal drift. That what might be occurring. So yeah, let's look at level 40 real quick. Actually, I forgot to make we can look real quick. I forgot to make a prediction on the regular player. Regular player is usually just a current player in the NBA. So we can just look back on this screen real quick. Let's just look at this. Let's just look at their collection, because typically they just pick a player that's in the current NBA. So let's just look at Series 2 cards. Harden has had a card. Tyrese got a card. Holiday has one. Maybe Galaxy old Vucevic. Let's see. He hasn't had a card. Porzingis has one. Tatum has one. Trae Young hasn't had a card in a minute. If they want to troll us with Trae Young as for the 5,000 points unlimited reward, which would be troll. Maybe Cam Johnson hasn't had a card all year. I'm going with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go for the 50 win, not 50 wins, but 5,000 points, 50 TTO offline games. We'll go with Cam. Actually, it might be 100, but we'll go with Cam Thomas. Cam Johnson. He got a card last year. He didn't get a card this year, though. Like last year. Is it Cameron Johnson? It might be that. But yeah, Cameron. It might be Cameron. He had a card last year for the playoff card, but he wasn't. Maybe Cameron Thompson. He isn't. He definitely should have over an Amethyst card, but I don't think they would give him one. Actually, that might not be the right guy. Wait. Cameron Johnson. Yeah, I think he gets a card. Like he hasn't had anything over a Ruby card. And he'll be a decent 6'7" shooting guard at this stage in the game. And last year, if you check, he had this Evo card last year. That was a Galaxy Opal. So I'm predicting him, and I don't know if he'll be a Dark Matter. I think he'll be a 98 Opal, probably. Like I said, I think this season's gonna be very similar in terms of how they do things. I don't think they're gonna change it as much, but yeah. But I'm thinking Cameron Johnson as one. And what else we gotta check real quick? We're gonna predict the level 40. I got 2, I think it could be. So part of me was thinking like, okay, it can't be Jokic because they have never repeated a level 40 in the history of level 40. So safe to assume that it can't be Jokic because he was a level 40 either a year or 2 ago. But Karl Anthony Towns makes sense to be a level 40. He was just like the deal. I think he was a liar code, but he would make sense to be a level 40. He has a 98 Opal. Hasn't had a card since All-Star Weekend. Could make some sense. My main prediction though is Jaylen Brown. I think he's gonna be at a level 40. Here it is out. He's in the playoffs. Celtics are in the playoffs. It makes a lot of sense. They're not gonna get eliminated anytime soon. The Cavs are not beating the Celtics. Quote me on that. They won't. So like he is a big name player that is in this set. They could even make him 100 overall, literally. And Jaylen Brown does not lose him money. Because think about it, if they give us 100 overall Jaylen Brown, he's still going to have a slow shot because he's going to have Jaylen Brown shot. So he's still not going to be the best in the game, even with 6. Like, you'll rather have Kobe's or whatever. So I'm predicting Jaylen Brown to be the level 40. I know some people said Chad. I don't think they do 2 OKC players back to back. And Tim Duncan was my original prediction. Well, obviously he got 100 overall, so that's just not happening, folks. And I think I mentioned Scotty Barnes. Yeah, I did mention Scotty Barnes. But yeah, that's my predictions. Let me know in the comment section if you agree, you disagree, how do you feel about it? Do you think we see a spotlight Sims or domination? I don't. They haven't shown. Like I said, this would be the season to really, like, focus on that. And also, I forgot to mention, save your MT this week. Like, I would save it a little this week, because last season I said don't save it at all, and I was right, because literally, there was no point. But, like, if there was a season where they do a little tweak, it would be this one. But, I mean, just, I wouldn't spend it, because, like, if you have a good team, you'll be fine. You don't need none of these. I like Ralph Sampson a lot, but you don't need to gamble. You'll survive without Paul George. You're not getting Tim Duncan. So, yeah, I would just save your MT and see if they, you know, maybe they do put Dark Matters in the play. I don't think they will, but time will tell. Time will tell if that ends up. Hopefully, it'd be nice if we can lock in Dark Matters for 100, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. So I will hold your MT for a little bit, and if they disappoint us, well, then you can just spend it. But yeah, which I do think that's going to be the outcome. But yeah, see y'all in the next My Team video. And let me know what your predictions are in the comment section. But I forget to predict the Battle Pass reward. Maybe they give people a free, like, Derrick Rose or for the Battle Pass or Kyrie Irving. Dude, I mean, they're doing some WNBA tip-off thing. I mean, hey, maybe Caitlin Clark. I don't freak Caitlin Clark. I don't even say her name. But, hey. Yeah, I know some people want Kobe Bryant for level 40. But,